a homecoming victory for the Baylor Bears today.
Hmm.
I would say much needed.
Absolutely. That's kind of what, it's kind of what they've been waiting for. I think it's similar to last year. You know, then Dave Aranda was saying, "We know it's in us. We know we've got this," and then it finally came out. And I think it's a similar thing. I don't know. I think it's probably a little bit made more. It's out there more because I don't think UCF is very good. But it had to happen. And this UCF is better than Samford, and Baylor played better today on all phases. They kind of played that complete game that they've been wanting to.
Hmm.
Offense was there, defense certainly was there. Special teams was really good. So yeah, this was kind of the righting of the ship at the absolute crucial time for Dave Aranda for the program. It really couldn't have come at a better time.
That could have come at a better time, but
It
but
couldn't have come any later, I'll say that.
well, I mean, like you said, a complete performance, all three phases, absolutely what they've been looking for. Um, and you mentioned, and I agree with you that it's a very average at best UCF team.
Hmm.
That said, one of the things I wrote about was, all right, on the one hand, let's not overreact to a home win over an average UCF team.
Right.
But on the other hand, um, like I don't want to diminish it either
Right.
because 30-3 is 30-3, and UCF hadn't been held without a touchdown in a game in like a decade.
Right.
Baylor hadn't held a conference opponent to this few of points in like 20 years. So, I mean, still a big deal.
I mean, and I think the biggest issue that Baylor has had all year has been run defense. And UCF came into this game averaging over 200 yards uh, per game on the ground. And yes, maybe a lot of that was chunk plays, but Baylor held them to 74 yards, which is their season low. And so it's just like when you look at like, yes, that big picture stuff, true, but also like the small stuff, also true. So I just think I think there's so many positives coming out of this win. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did say that it's not a season saver, but
Right.
it absolutely is progress. And to me, it'll be very interesting to see where they go from here in the last three games of the regular season. You got another bye coming up, and then hosting Utah in 2 weeks. Two of your last three are at home. So, I it would be nice to see maybe a few more fans in the stands, and maybe that will help. This game today will help in that regard. But absolutely, I mean, they look like a winning football team today.
And to gives the fans some credit for homecoming, a cold day, an early morning, a team with not a lot of juice. Like I thought, for what I was expecting at least, the fans did show up, and so I give them a little bit of credit for kind of
It was about what I expected,
it was better than what I
and
expected.
there were large swaths of empty seats still. But yeah, I mean, there were some fans here, but I figured we'd get a little bit of a homecoming boost. Um,
It will be curious to see where they go because headed into the last bye week they had won back-to-back games against Oklahoma State and Kansas State earlier this season, and then you kind of went into the bye week and you had all these expectations, back-to-back wins, all of it, and then you came out laid an egg against TCU, laid an egg against Cincinnati. So what do they look like against Oklahoma or against Utah, which is another running quarterback, does a lot of the things that Baylor in theory doesn't do very well. Um, so can they actually carry that momentum through? To me, is the biggest question through the bye week.
uh, I'm pretty good on football history, and yet the name John Mackey to me just doesn't ring, like.
Right.
But I think that trophy should be the Tony Gonzalez Award or the Rob Gronkowski Award. If it was the Gronk Award, it would just be like a keg, I
Like a few
guess, a
cans smashed
golden
ahead of each
keg. Anyway, where I'm going with this obviously is to talk about Michael Trigg, who is just sick. The guy is just sick, and the John Mackey Award, if you don't know, is the award they give to the best tight end in the country. Sign me up for him for Trigg. I mean, winning that award because he's just a cheat code.
It's such a mismatch. Yeah, I mean, you look at even him standing next to someone like Kobe Prentice or Cole Wilson, who's these, they're those two are like speedy, really skilled receivers, and Michael Trigg's like this offensive lineman, and you put him up against a corner, and I mean, you see what he does. He makes not only makes really good catches in traffic, but he makes circus catches, one-handed catches. Like this dude, Sawyer-Robertson just needs to put it around him, and it's almost like the gravitational pull of Michael Trigg.
Right.
Michael Trigg gonna catch that. And like,
Here's what I want since we don't really ever talk to Michael Trigg. I think we should get like a Michael Trigg puppet. And then we can have just like Michael Trigg says, throw Michael Trigg the ball. Yeah, like just have this Michael Trigg. Like, and it's so funny because you have asked multiple guys now on the team, does he really talk to the third person? And they're like, oh yeah. And they're always smiling when they say it. So I just want to talk to Michael Trigg so badly.
I mean, they say it with like love,
Yes,
it's and I'm just, it's so entertaining, and he's just an entertaining guy out on the field because he makes these video game catches, and it's like, yeah, we just, I want to hear what Michael Trigg has to say about Michael Trigg.
No doubt. But yeah, it all came together today. Kind of a weird day in terms of Caden Knighton is your leading rusher.
Yeah, yeah.
Breakout game for him for sure. I mean, over 100 yards.
Career highs in yards and carries,
But
and
he's got some like wiggle, to him.
you said Barry Sanders a couple of times.
I did. Obviously, that's super high praise.
Wow.
I should not be that
He is
sacrilegious.
from Sloan.
To good point. Barry Sanders is actually from Wichita, Kansas, but he played at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
There you go. There's some football history for you. Yeah, he's got a little wiggle. He's got some good moves, and he showed that today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's a lot to like, and I think this was a big game for the offensive line too. Mason Miller no longer with the program this week,
Mm-hmm.
and having Sean Tompkins start at left tackle, that was kind of the catalyst last year as they moved Sidney Fugard to left tackle, and everything kind of clicked into place. Is Sean Tompkins maybe a similar vibe where you kind of move a guy up front and maybe you find something in terms of getting some push? Didn't really work against Cincinnati, but it certainly worked today. So, there's just lots of things to kind of dive into and look into, like looking forward about this team that I think we learned a lot about Baylor today and kind of where they hope to go.
And the way I wrote it, I was like, bring back the Sailor Bear helmets, bring back the air horn, eat the same food. Like whatever you did, Baylor, like do that again because they need to bottle what they did today and carry that with them. Like if it's angst, if it's like desperation, like keep that feeling because if they play like that, they can beat some teams.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think Utah, you look at the remaining schedule, Utah at home is probably their toughest game.
Sure.
Utah's ranked and all that. Utah or Houston lost today. Arizona is kind of hot and cold, similar to Baylor. So, I think there's a chance this team can, yeah, bring back wear the Sailor Bear helmets and finish the season on a high note. I think
they look
certainly
good.
a possibility. Yeah, you're right.
They do look really good. So they go into the bye week, and you go into your au revoir week.
I know we're at a football game, but it's basketball season now.
Yes,
So.
Zach incidentally is going to Paris for the Baylor women's opener, and then also to spend some time with your wife in France. So that'll be super fun.
Can't wait. Can't
Yeah,
wait.
that'd be
I
good.
know I'm gonna eat so many croissants and
Yeah, bring me back a croissant.
yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat it first. It might not make it back. I might just need a snack in the
All
airport.
right, all right. I see how I rate.
Yeah. You can go to West and get a kolache or something.
Fair enough. That's actually where I'm going next Friday. So there you go. All right. See ya.